Hey guys, want to talk about owning your competitive advantage. We're on the Kangaroo Island ferry, gorgeous, going across from Kangaroo Island to the mainland. This is not the major ferry that's been running forever. This is, this is a new competitor. Now the established player is Sealink. Oh, I'm not going to come down here, mate. Yes. The established player is this Sealink ferry. They've got two massive ferries, car carriers. They've got buildings and wharves, and like they're fully set up with infrastructure. You know, they are owning it. And this is a new player that's come along. They've got this awesome little fast cat that takes maybe 120, 140 people. We're in, let's see if I can show you here. This is like one of the
kids areas.
It's the kids area, but it's the Duvalaki along the side of the catamaran. It's one of the hulls. That's what I'm going to go for. It's one of the two hulls of the catamaran, right? Which should normally just be a storage space. They've turned it into a kids area. Now, again, not huge budget. They've put some seats and some stickers on the wall, and away you go. And when you get there, it's the middle of summer, but it's still South Australia. It was raining. You know, you have to stand out in the rain. They don't have a cafe on board yet. They've just got water and stuff, but it's still like they're working on what they've got. They've got speed. They get there faster. It's a newer boat. It's got all the mod cons and bells and whistles and TV and other things. They're also going on price, which you don't have to go on price, but these guys are definitely cheaper than Sealink. Now, I can tell you that the established player doesn't like it. We saw the Sealink ferry when we were coming over. It was so freaking rude. Like they're using the same wharf. These guys actually tie up just at a jetty at the boat ramp. Like if you're launching your boat and you push out from the boat ramp, the area that you tie your boat up to while you're waiting for someone to go and park the car and trailer, that's where you board from to get on this ferry. So they haven't even got their own terminal. The other one, big terminal, big building and everything, they waited until this ferry was coming over from the island, and then they started putting on the light that says you can't enter the harbour because we're going out. Then they started putting up their tailgate. Then they faffed around for 5 minutes, leaving this ferry out and rolling in the swell, just to try and put off the new player because they're threatened by them. So these guys haven't gone all out. They haven't said let's build a terminal and let's compete on everything. They've gone right. We're going to build what you'll hear us talk about is a minimum viable product. What's up, mister? What are you doing? They've built an MVP, a minimum viable product. They've bought the boat. You need a boat. You can't do it without the boat, right? But they don't need the terminal. They don't need their own jetty. They don't need everything else. And then they're competing on what they've got. And they've started with one boat. The other place has got two, right? They're not carrying cars yet. They're only carrying passengers. If it works and if it's going well, awesome. They can invest in a terminal and in their own wharf and cafes on board and then a second ship, so they're running more back to back like the other places. But for now, they're competing and trying out to see if the business is going to work, right? So when you guys are competing against bigger players or quoting on projects that are, you might think are out of your league, you don't have to go all out and do what the other guys are doing. Find where you're more competitive and own that, and then build up from there, because the big players are going to try and cut you down, like the ferries here. These established Sealink ferries are trying to cut down this startup player, but they're not going. We have to go all out. And worst case scenario, if it doesn't work, they've still got the boat. They can take it somewhere else, or they're probably going to be able to sell it for what they bought it for. What are you doing?
Focus more on the video.
So when you're in business, it's about playing to your strengths, right? What is it that you've got that is going to set you out and set you apart, even playing against bigger and more established competition, that's going to let you own that space? How can you build your MVP? What can you use? Can you use the equivalent of using a storage space in the hull to turn into a kid's place? The hull on the other side is the snooze area, the quiet area. They've got,
let's go and show them.
Yeah.
Hello!
All right, go and show you.
Let's pause it.
They've got, on the other side, we'll go for a walk. On the other side, probably going to get told off for not having our masks on here in the middle of the fourth wave or whatever pandemic it is, as we go out through here. We go down into the other hull. This is their snooze area, quiet meditation area. They've still got through there, all their storage, but they've taken half of it and converted it from storage into a quiet, seated. What happened? Oh, did you bit your tongue? That was a bit silly. Thought we had an emergency there. So, guys, play to your strengths. What have you got going for you that can make you more competitive than the bigger players, the more established players that will let you out-compete them and own them, and it doesn't just have to be on price. All right? We're going to go and keep enjoying our holiday. Say bye.
Bye.
You going to say bye, mister, or you bit your tongue too hard?